Is it visible now?
Yes, yes. And perhaps can put in slideshow mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
So good morning, all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for organizing this particular conference on such a very important theme of fostering global collaborations. I've been hearing some of the presentations. The presentations were quite well, and the most of the presenters have presented their research in a very excellent manner. Today, I will be discussing on fostering industry collaboration for academic excellence. Now, in today's era, when we talk about collaborations, here collaboration plays a very important role as far as enhancing academic excellence of any educational institution is concerned. There are different ways of collaborations, different forms of collaborations. The most popular collaboration among all the universities worldwide is the student exchange program. Secondly, we have the faculty exchange program. We have the twinning programs. Now, these student exchange, faculty exchange, twinning programs, credit sharing programs, these are very much essential for increasing and improving the global viewpoint of the university as well as the students. Now, today we will be talking about one such collaboration, which is very essential for an academic institution, and that is industry collaboration. Now, this industry collaboration can take place at your local level, regional level, national level, or international level. And today, due to the emergence of all the technologies, digital transformation, and other things, now fostering industry collaborations at regional or national or international level has become very easy. Now, let us understand what is this concept of our industry academic collaboration. Now, this industry academic collaboration is a vehicle to enhance innovation through knowledge exchange. Now, the main purpose, the fundamental purpose of a university is to create knowledge. Knowledge creation is the basic purpose of any educational institution. And this knowledge which is created in the university through research, teaching, and other aspects that needs to be shared with the world. And who can be the better beneficiaries of our academic knowledge than the industry, which can put that knowledge into commercial use. So the second important aspect is that this knowledge creation, academic industry collaboration is a hallmark of a knowledge economy. So when we talk about a knowledge economy, it is essentially here that there has to be a, collaboration between the knowledge creators and the knowledge users. So the industry is more interested in using the knowledge, commercializing the knowledge. The universities are more inclined to create knowledge. So there has to be, a collaboration between the creators of knowledge and users of knowledge. Another important aspect is that here, this academic industry, academic collaboration here helps in academic excellence through the industrial contexts. This also helps in transfer of knowledge from the university to the industry. And here, through this industry academic collaborations, we can solve the complex problems which are faced by the industry, which are faced by the society at large. So industry academic collaborations are very much important from not only the academic point of view, but from the societal point of view. Now, what are the key characteristics of this academic industry collaboration. The very first thing is research. The universities and the industry, they can collaborate together for undertaking research on cutting edge technologies, undertaking research on the problems which the industries are facing, or they can undertake research jointly on any area of mutual interest. So the very first characteristics, or very first, what you can say, way in which we can move ahead as far as industry academic collaboration is concerned is through joint research. The second is sharing facilities and equipments. Many a times the universities invest heavily in creation of different laboratories. That laboratories may be related with computer science, laboratories may be related to engineering, laboratories may be related to the physical sciences, chemical sciences, biological sciences. So huge investment is made by the universities to build up these facilities. Now, these facilities can be shared with the industry. The industry may not have that facilities. So here the industry can make use of the facilities which are there in the universities. Alternately, the industry may have certain facilities. They might be having some testing facilities, which require huge investment, which the university may not be able to make. And therefore, the university may share the facilities which are available in the industry. The industry may share the facilities, equipments which are available in the university. So it is a win-win situation for both the parties. The third and the most important aspect of this industry academic collaboration is innovation and commercialization. Now, many times the faculty members, they may come up with, innovations. They may come up with innovations through their research. However, when it comes to the commercialization, that means converting that particular knowledge, that invention into profitable products and services, marketable products and services, the university may not have that particular knowledge. So when we collaborate with the industry, the innovations from the laboratory can be taken to the marketplace via the industry. The industry may collaborate, and whatever are the new innovations, that innovations may be converted into marketable products and services. So innovation and commercialization can be jointly taken up through this industry academic collaboration. Another important aspect of this industry academic collaboration could be student and faculty projects. The students can take up projects in the industry. The industry can assign them certain projects, and for which maybe the people in the industry may not have that much time, that much resources. So here, the students can take up certain industry sponsored projects. Even the faculty members can work along with the students or guide the students towards the industry sponsored projects. And another important aspect of this industry academic collaboration could be collaborative teaching and learning. Now, here you may invite the industry people to teach a particular module, a particular course in a particular program of the university. So, one aspect is the faculty member teaching the theoretical aspect of that particular subject, whereas you have a person from the industry who is teaching the same subject from the industry perspective. So here this collaborative teaching and learning enhances the teaching learning process, teaching learning experience of the students. So we get to know both the sides, the theoretical as well as the practical aspects of that particular subject. So these are the areas where we can have industry academic collaboration. Now, what are the benefits of these collaborations to the university as well as to the industry? The first important aspect is access to available resources. Both the industry and the university, they can share each other's resources. So as a result, the university get access to the resources of the industry. The industry also gets access to the resources of the university. Maybe the university has a huge library, and maybe the people from the industry may like to have access to that particular library. They may not have a huge collection. So here the library resources can be accessed by the industry people. Or there are some testing facilities, some labs, which are, very require very heavy investment, which the university cannot invest. So the university can, have access to that particular resources. The second important aspect here is that learning and teaching opportunities. So the faculty members, they get an opportunity to maybe conduct some management development programs for the people in the industry. The people in the industry can come and take sessions for the students and the faculty of that particular university. So there are learning and teaching opportunities for both the parties. Career progression. Now, here the people from the industry uh, may like to pursue higher education. And therefore, if there is a industry academic collaborations, the university can run a batch for exclusively for the industry professionals. They may start as a executive program, so executive MBA program, executive MS program. So it helps in career progression for both the faculty members as well as the people from the industry. Program relevance. Now, here, when we take the feedback of the industry, we can bring about changes in our existing course structure, course program, and the programs. So the syllabus uh, can be enhanced through the feedback that we receive from the industry. So the program relevance, whether that program is contemporary, whether the program is, able to provide the skill set, the knowledge to the students, which is required from the industry's point of view. So here, this helps us to validate our program, validate our research, validate our work. You may also get sponsorship. The university may sponsor a certain projects. They may sponsor certain lab. They may help the university in setting up certain labs in the university. So some programs, some seminars, conferences may be sponsored by the university, by the industry. So there is a opportunity for getting sponsorship, financial benefit. So in case of any research, innovation, and then you want to commercialize that particular, innovation. So there might arise financial benefits to the university from collaborating with the industry. It enhances, another important aspect is it enhances the reputation of the industry, the university. If the university has collaboration with the industry, then the programs are validated, the research work goes on, and it eventually helps to build a brand and reputation of that particular industry. It may also result in IPR. So the university jointly with the industry can come up with copyrights, can come up with patents, can come up with design patents and utility patents. So here the IPR, the intellectual property rights in form of patents, copyrights, design patents, you can file jointly. So it increases the IPR, intellectual property, and this can be jointly, owned by the university as well as the industry. It also helps in increasing the publication. The faculty members can write case studies on the issues which the industry has faced. They can take up the research work, taking the example of the industry. So it may help to, increase the publications in form of case studies, in form of journal articles, papers. So the publication also can increase. And then there is always the final and ultimate aim of any educational institution is to place the students. So internship and placement is again a important benefit which the university gets from the collaboration with the industry. Now, what are the enablers? What are the things that are required? What are the enablers? What are the things that enables the collaboration between the university, and the industry. Now, there are four factors which enables the collaboration between the industry and the academics. The first set of factors is what we call as the institutional factors, the factors related to the organization as a whole. So that means the availability of resources, the organizational structure, organizational culture, the willingness of the parties or the institution to change, to learn, to understand the roles and responsibilities. So if you have a visionary leadership, if you have a culture of learning, the culture of understanding each other, and if you are organizational culture, organizational structure facilitates this industry collaboration, then it will act as a great enabler. The second is the framework factors. Now, the universities, the industries, they are bound by certain rules, regulation, laws. So, what are the frameworks? So, the government framework. Now, many a times the government also, wants that there has to be a collaboration between the industry and the universities. There are certain schemes which the government has specially come up. There are also funding opportunities by the government for enhancing the industry institution collaboration. Now, there are certain legal restrictions and there are certain intellectual property rights issues. So, who will own that IPR? Whether it will be owned by the university, it will be owned by the industry, or it will be owned by what we can say jointly. Whether it will be in the name of the institution or in the name of the collaborator or in the name of the faculty or in the name of the student. So these are some of the issues that may arise when we are talking about some legal restriction related to intellectual rights. And then there are certain things which the industry doesn't want to share to its competitors. So there are certain non-disclosure agreements to be signed, and there are the geographical aspects. Now, whether the industry with which you are collaborating is in your region, or what is the distance, geographical distance, whether it is in the same area or whether it is outside in another part of the city, in another part of the country. So that things also needs to be taken into consideration. So if you have a robust framework, legal framework, government support, then it helps in collaboration. Then there are output factors. Now, output factors in terms of the strategies, vision, goals, and the expected outcomes and the impact of the collaboration. How will you judge the impact of the collaboration? Maybe it may be in terms of the funds generated, maybe in terms of the publications, maybe in terms of commercialization, maybe in terms of the filing of patents. So the output factors also these play a very important role as far as the collaboration is concerned. And the last and the most important factor is the relationship factor. Now, how do you manage and maintain the relationship with the industry? So here, who are the key people and how do you manage and maintain the relationship between these people? So here, the personal interface, the personal contact, the personal relationship between these two parties plays a very important role. That may be the faculty member, that may be the head of the department, that may be the dean, that may be the vice chancellor, the rectors of that particular university, the people in the industry, that may be the head of the departments in that particular industry, the CEO of the organization, or whoever are the people who are responsible for that particular department. So here, these are the enablers. If you focus on these, this will help you in enhancing the collaboration. Now, the next important aspect is that how do we go about this collaboration? The very first thing is that you need to identify areas for collaboration. You just can't go to the industry and say that we would like to collaborate without doing any homework. So we need to understand what type of collaboration is most important for the institution. Is there any opportunity to improve value to the students? Whether there will be any value addition to the program, to the students' learning experience, or whether it helps in the reduction of cost to the students. And what are the administrative, service, and academic departments who would mostly benefit from this? So whether which are the departments which would benefit from such type of collaboration? So the very first thing is that we need to identify areas for collaboration, whether we are going for collaboration only for research, whether we are going in collaboration only for a particular, what you can say, a department, a particular subject area. So we need to identify the areas for collaboration. That is the first thing. Then the second important aspect is that here we need to structure the potential opportunities. That means how there will be a strategic, operational, and financial fit between both the parties, how the collaboration will work, who has the power to sign or to make the decisions, sign the MOUs, and how the two institutions can work together operationally. So the operationalization of that particular collaboration needs to be worked on. So here the structure of that collaboration needs to be defined. Who is the person? Who has the right authority to make the decisions? All these things should be decided. And the third part here is, once you have entered into a collaboration with a university, the third part is that how are you going to sustain the benefits of this particular partnership? So having collaboration is easy, but sustaining is difficult. So how do you maintain the relationship? How do you realize the potential benefits from both the parties? So how do we leverage the collaboration to enhance value through expansion of services or academic offerings? So the third and the most important part is that how do you sustain the benefits of that particular program? So this is how we need to go about as far as academic collaboration is concerned. And to conclude, we can say that here, in order to enhance our reputation, in order to, survive and thrive, we need to collaborate. Collaboration will provide you a boost in academic and curricular offerings for the institutions. Uh, and through collaborations, we can, grow. And here, this collaboration is the need of the hour. You can go for local, national, international collaborations. So that is all. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Mohsin, for sharing your thought and also your expertise with us in the 6 MESS. So thank you so much, Doctor. So while waiting, while waiting for the other participants to ask the questions, so perhaps if any of the audience also would like to ask the live questions, you can put the raise hand button so you can ask the question directly to Dr. Mohsin. Yes, it is a really interesting topic, Dr. Mohsin, regarding how we can foster the collaborations with the industrial parties, with the industrial parties, particularly with the purpose for the academic excellence. And I think through your presentations also, we know and we already learned also the benefit if we are collaborating with the industry. So perhaps Dr. Mohsin, can you explain us how, because if we talk about the academic environment, of course, there are a lot of challenges. How we want to foster the collaborations, particularly for the particularly for the industrial side. Is there any practical actions, for example, like perhaps some of the participants are coming from the higher education, but not in a big city, perhaps in the rural area, some things like that, but they want to connect with the industry to get the benefit that you said in the presentations. So is there a way to appealing to them, how to make them interest, because it should answer the needs of the industry, right? To be able to have mutual collaborations. So what do you think about this, Dr. Mohsin?
Now, there are sometimes uh, disadvantages or locational disadvantages. Universities which are in the metropolitan areas or in where there is a lot of industries find it easy to approach to the industry and collaborate with them. However, in the universities which are located in smaller areas, smaller regions where there is no industries, find it difficult. So one thing what can be done is that the universities in that particular region, the cluster of universities together can approach any big industry in that particular location. So that could be one of the strategy. Another would be that this particular university should try to host a sort of a industry meet, maybe an HR meet or a roundtable for the industry professionals, bring them to the campus and showcase what are the facilities available in the campus and how the collaboration between that particular industry and the university can be beneficial for both the parties. Now, for example, most of the time, the industries located in the city areas, they find a very the problem of attracting good talents. And even if they are able to attract good talents, the people do not stay. Retention of that talent is a major problem. So if the university has a tie-up with that particular university and they say that, okay, you train our students, provide them internship, and if you find them suitable, you can provide them final placements. And the students from our university or maybe from the rural areas will be with the industry for more time. So they will not leave the industry. So likewise, uh, whatever is our uniqueness, which we can through which we can help the industry, that if you are able to offer them, so it should be a mutually win-win type of situation. It should not be that just we are getting we want some benefit from the industry, but we are not willing to give anything to the industry. So there should be some mutual interest. So we need to identify what is that mutual interest, and if we are able to find that mutual interest, then we can go ahead and try to foster collaboration with the industry. So there are challenges, but the initiative needs to be taken more from the academic institutions. And there are instances where sometimes in some countries, some regions, the industry may not show much interest. However, if we are able open and if we approach them and show them what would be the benefit both the parties will get, I think that collaboration may happen. So that is what I think.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor, for your answer and also for your insights. So one of the keywords that I take is the initiative should come first, yeah, Doctor. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I think we have, let me check to the Zoom chat box. Okay. I think previously I saw questions. Oh, okay. All right, so this is, hold on for a while. Yes, this question is coming from colleagues from Ethiopia. We have Sir Ayop Milkias, Dr. Mohsin. The question is there any issue related with promoting trust from both sides of industry and also university? So please kindly share your experience on this. Yeah.
Okay. Now, as I told you, uh, the this is a very important issue which has been brought up, the trust between both the parties. Now, the collaboration will work in an environment where both the parties trust each other. Now, I'll tell you from two perspectives. One is from the Indian perspective, from the US perspective. Now, if you find from my Indian perspective, when we as an educational institution approach the industry, the very first question or the attitude of the industry is that, and that we do not require any help, or whatever you are doing in the university is of no use for us. So that is the mindset of the industry. Whereas if you see the US, in the US, they think the attitude of the industry towards the university is very high. They have a high respect for the professors and the research that is being done in the universities. Uh, so therefore, they approach the universities and with different projects. They say that, look, we are having this project. Would some of your faculty members or students like to take up this project? So the initiative is there from the industry. Here from our Indian perspectives, we have to take the initiative. The universities have to take the initiative as far as what you can say approaching the industry is concerned. So surely there is a trust factor which plays a very important role. So until and unless there is mutual trust and respect between the parties, this collaboration won't work. So my suggestion in this would be that uh, find out which are the local industries in your area. They may be small, they may be startups, they may be small industries. So if you are able to, forge a collaboration between even the small scale industries, and over a period of time, then you try to see if both of you can help each other, because the startups also requires a lot of support, and the university having certain, what you can say, facilities, they can help the startups. So instead of focusing on a large corporations, you can also have a collaboration with the startups. Now many a times, most of the universities has incubation centers, so the startups can be provided certain facilities or co-sharing spaces in the what we can say incubation centers on the in the university campus. So it will be a win-win situation for both the startups as well as for the university, its students and its faculty members. So there is an issue. This is a very important issue. There is the issue of trust. This collaboration is only possible when there is mutual trust and respect among both the parties.
Okay, yes, it's true. So I think by involving the local business or local entrepreneurs that you said, also if we can make the impact, I mean, start with the nearest society, and hopefully that it can be also spread to the wider society. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohsin, for once again to sharing your thought, particularly regarding how we can foster the industrial collaborations in the purpose or for the academic excellence. So thank you so much, Dr. Mohsin. And yes, for sure, in here currently in Zoom, we have around 147 participants, Dr. Mohsin. So hopefully that in the future as well, we can foster more collaborations with you and also among all of the participants at the 6 MESS. So once again, thank you so much, Dr. Mohsin, for your valuable sharing in this 6
So thank you very much for inviting me, and all the very best for this conference and all the presenters. Thank you.
Thank you so much.